Hello, everyone. You know, when I started the idea for this show, what we're doing now is not anywhere close to what I thought we were going to do. I remember it very clearly. I was sitting in a chat room with Wes and Bryce, and we had just decided that we were going to move over to the Tang network. And the idea essentially was that we were going to do something just like what Bryce was doing on the EA show. And it was going to be me and Bryce together. And that would have been great. If that would have been what we were doing today, I would have been very happy with that idea. But I wanted to do something a little different. And I wanted it to be kind of funny. And that was what kind of started this show. But if you go back, and we're only 7 episodes in, but if you go back and watch those first shows, it's very different from what we're talking about right now. One of the big differences is that I brought Jimmy in to help me out. And we always talked about this was going to be a show that talked about conspiracy theories, and we were going to debunk them. But the more Jimmy and I talked about these conspiracy theories, it all seemed like they all were coming from the same place. And the more we looked into these same stories that were popping up over and over and over again, the angrier we got, to be honest. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yes, this show is a little different than what I intended. But to be honest, I think we're doing good work here because the stories that we're bringing to you need to be told. There needs to be light shed on these people because they're destructive. They're hateful. They're actually doing harm, not just to the United States, but to all of North America and all the world for that matter. So while this isn't necessarily my original idea, I definitely think I'm doing the right thing. What do you think, Jimmy?
Absolutely. I think we need more voices out there speaking out against this rise of fascism and authoritarianism. I think we all see it. We all see it. And to share with the audience, my history, if I haven't shared with this audience, I'm a cult survivor. I was in a cult for about 7 years. And I see a lot of stuff happening out in the news and how people are behaving and the cult mentality. And folks, we are all seeing it. We're all seeing it. They're all online and they all talk the same. They all talk the same. They all have the same keywords that they use. They all follow a script and they're all being fueled on hate. And they're in love with authoritarianism. So this is part of why we feel it's not just that we have to, we want to, we feel we have to. We have to address these issues that are happening. And religion is key to a lot of this. It primes people to authoritarianism. And so when we're talking about these issues that are happening out there, we're using humor to try to bring to light what's going on. We're trying to use humor and just our way of communicating to you guys the seriousness. And we both are passionate about it. And Skids is right. This isn't how we started, but this is the way we're going. And so we welcome, this is going to be a different kind of episode tonight. And if you guys have any questions or feedback you want to put in here, or if you're feeling the same things that we are, you're seeing the same things out there. Do you see people online all saying the same kind of questions? We will address that later.
Definitely going to get to that.
Definitely. But Skids, You're right. It's not necessarily the way we started, but it's the way we're going to go.
We're going to continue to address these darker topics, but we're going to wrap them up with crudely drawing cartoons and dick jokes. Because that's what we do. And
That's what we're good
damn
at.
it,
Yes.
that's what we do, and we do it well. This is Faith Not Included. It is the show where we talk about those crazy religious claims and conspiracy theories. It is a part of the Atheist Network group. I'm your host, Skids the Clown. With me this week, as always, the Reverend Brother Heathen, Jimmy, Dr. Jimmy.
It's Jimmy Lou. You know it. You goddamn son of a
There's
bitch.
gotta be
You do this thing. You gotta get me upset right off the bat. We're gonna have a good show, and you gotta
I'm sorry. I guess I'm a little sore at you.
Why? What do you have against me? I'm a good boy. I'm a good Reverend Brother Heathen. What? What did I do this time? You always get, look at, you got your angry face. Come on, man. Don't give me that. Come on. I can't stand those eyes. I can't stand, what is it? What do I do? Tell Jimmy. Let Daddy make it better. Let me fix that. Tell Daddy. Come on. Tell Daddy. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Look, he's not getting, oh, by the way, I throw his temper tantrum to our friend Andy. He paid us $10 so I would eat a muffin and say the word moist. Oh, Andy, this muffin's for you. That's so moist. It's so moist. Andy, thank you. Thank you for the $10, Andy. I really appreciate it, Andy. You're the best. I don't care what the other kids at school say about you. I always stick up for you, Andy. You're the best. Thank you for the $10, Andy. And if any of you other sluts out there want to see me do stuff with food for money, I'm always up for prostituting myself out. So, anyways, I'm making a mess. I'm a messy boy. Skids, where'd you go? Yeah, that's such a good muffin. It's such a lemon cranberry was my favorite. It's so moist. It's so moist.
If you're a woman, you know what it means to be needed. You know how much fun it can be. You know, too, how all the fun can go out of your life when the tensions of a woman's day cause an exhausting headache to interfere. But now you have special help. It's called COPE. Helps you by relieving headache pain. At the same time, a gentle relaxer eases the tension that so often causes the pain. Many pills are sold for everybody's headaches, but Hope is for women. The formula that eases the pain and, with a gentle relaxer, eases the tension behind it. Understands women as no other headache remedy can. When everyday tension brings on a headache, take Hope. You'll be back at your best again fast. You'll know it, and so will those who need your love so much.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Apparently, we're having some technical difficulties. Wes, it appears that our guest is on a little earlier than us. Hello, Rufus?
Hello! I'm glad to meet your acquaintance. My name is Rufus Montana of the Reverse Psychology Institute of Northern Michigan. I am very glad to meet your acquaintance, I have an understanding it is Skids the Clown. Am I to be correct, sir?
I am going to say yes because I'm very
That's
scared
very
right now.
nice to meet you, Mr. Clown.
Yes.
I have a duty and a responsibility because in the reverse psychology community, we have a great concern about an upcoming event from your group of heathens.
Okay.
A conference of such that is happening October 9th and 10th.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That's
yes.
this better.
It's
better
better.
event?
Yes, better.
Fuck.
It's
Fuck.
a conference for atheists, actually.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. No. No, 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 no. No, you no,
Why is it
your
terrible?
audience. No, 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 no. Your audience must know. They must know. This is not a good event. You do not want to go to this conference. Better. They should should be called not better. Because
I don't
it's
think
going
that's
to
the
have
name.
top world-class speakers like Seth Andrews and T-Jump and Dr. Joshua Bowen and Anthony Magnabosco and Cynthia McDonald and of course that troublemaker Dave Warnock. No, you do not want to go to this event.
Those are
exciting.
great. Yes, everybody.
No. What you want to do is you want to go home. You want to go home and by yourself and sit in a dark room and maybe do a nice Sudoku puzzle. Yes, a Sudoku puzzle. Or maybe it's time to check your furnace filters. When is the last time you've changed your furnace filters?
Well,
it'll be at that time of year. Yes,
Very
October 9th and 10th. Yes.
First of the month, yeah.
Yes. So changing your furnace filter or Sudoku, but no, you do not want to go. That does not sound fun at all. Seeing world-class speakers. No. And like-minded individuals.
Yeah, get and mingle with people like you.
No. This is not a good idea. Your audience does not want that. No. And they're going to have historic lessons from Dr. Joshua. Did I understand? No. This is a bad idea.
It's very
bad.
Educational, actually.
No. When in the history of mankind has ever learning about history benefited anyone? Never. That's the answer. So no, you don't want to learn historical important stuff. No, stay ignorant. Yes, that is the only true way to happiness.
Not good advice.
Yes, and the only wise way to guide your life and to interact with other people. Yes, stay ignorant. Do not learn history. Definitely no.
Did you just come onto the program to badmouth better?
No, we have to do this. This is a public service announcement, and we must. And that your audience, this world-renowned speakers. No, this is not a good idea. Now I will bring my Uncle Jake. My Uncle Jake has a riveting story about how he changed his carburetor in his old Monte Carlo. And his love for Swiss cheese is captivating. Yes, or what about Walter? Walter, who works in the slacks department.
I don't know any of these people.
Walter, who works in the slacks department at Sears. He has a very riveting tales about polymer blends. These are very riveting.
I don't think these are great speakers. I would
no, these are wonderful people to listen to. You do not want to listen to people who are educated and well-spoken. Oh, listening to Seth Andrews. Oh, like listening to a cat being kicked. Just like nails. No, it's just no.
Seth Andrews has a very actually calming, relaxing voice that a lot of people enjoy. And he's a very smart person.
No one in the history of ears, no one in the history of ears like Seth Andrews' voice. Now, listening to the vocal stylings of Gilbert Godfrey, yes, that's would be soothing. Not this Seth Andrews character. No.
You have
And
a point in
learning
all
about
this because I think
and-
we're wasting time. I think
No.
audience is smart enough to make their own decisions, and I think they would benefit a lot for coming to see all the speakers and all the like-minded people at Better.
No. And then there's going to be a dinner with some of the VIP
Yes.
reservations. Did I understand? No, you guys don't want that. No.
You
Your
would get
audience.
a chance to
No,
actually
no,
have
no,
dinner
no,
with
no.
our guests. This is
Mr.
a great deal, and
No.
reservations are available now. So just check out our Eventbrite page. Links are in all of our shows. So, Rufus,
No,
are you done?
No. Your audience wants to go home and have some nice dry toast and some nice tepid tap water. I can taste the tepidness already. Not an elegant world-class dinner. No, they don't want that. No, they
You
want.
remind me of somebody. Do you look familiar?
No,
I
I
know
am Rufus Montana, and definitely not the Reverend Brother Heathen, Jimmy Lou. No, I am Rufus of Montana of the Reverse Psychology Institute.
I think we're done with you. Say goodnight, Rufus.
I will not say goodnight. Good night.
I don't know what that was all about. So it'll be nice once Jimmy comes back here. We were having some technical difficulties. Next thing I know, Rufus on screen. Wes, can you get us a bumper and just kind of get things straightened back up for me?
No one intervened on behalf of... He may produce results he didn't ask for.
Results? You mean like this?
Results more terrible than your arm of relative beauty. Results of power, of magnitude.
I don't know what's going on tonight. I apologize.
Who is that guy? Why did I get bumped out? Is this Wes is doing? He's always putting us up. He's always signing us up for shit. He's always putting us in really weird situations.
Yeah.
And I, for one, don't appreciate it. I kind of respect him.
You know what, Wes? I'm going to keep my eyes on you, from now on. So,
yes.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I understand that you were on Andy Hall's show in the last week.
Yes, I was on Andy's show. Oh, it was so much fun. Oh, I hope you guys see it. We'll have to remember to put the link in the comments. Oh, but it was a great experience. Andy and I had so much fun. I opened up about deep personal things. Deep.
I don't know why he didn't ask me on his show. I mean, it's
a
show that I started. Yes, you are a major part of the show. You and I are partners, but
you don't have a muffin spokesperson. And a little secret.
I don't think
Manny is my boy, and he gets me all my gigs. Do you have a muffin setting up your gigs? No. That's your problem. You need a muffin.
I've got Wes, but apparently he's not as good as a muffin.
He's not a muffin.
Just promise me. I mean, if you're going to do it, fine. I understand. But did you at least behave yourself?
Of course I did. I'm always behaving myself on camera. You always
represented yourself and this show, more importantly, under the best light possible.
Absolutely. I did. I was a good boy. I did a great job. Well, I represented us with class.
I happen to have a clip. So let's take a look.
Well, let's look. Oh my God, it fucking works out. Look at that shit. Oh, wait. Shut up, Andy. It's going to say it. You're laughing. Stop it. Shut up.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I know. Wait, hold on. Oh, he's going to say it. You goddamn cocksucker. You say it. You say the line.
That is not behaving yourself.
What? It's not my fault. But we talked about this, and he's promised to behave himself. He fucking embarrassed me. Tell him that you're sorry. Tell him that you're sorry. Still got fucking attitude. I'll learn him. Don't worry. Yeah, but what's the problem? What? That was good. That was good. I was sharing my toys and show and tell and telling stories and what?
You know what?
That's
I think it's
perfectly
time
normal.
to actually get to some headlines. All right. So, our good friend Rick Wiles is back in the news.
Oh, God damn it.
Rick Wiles advocates civil war to put down Biden's communist revolution. So, kind of the way we opened the show, we did that for a reason. A lot of the stories that we're going to be covering this week have a very similar theme, and it's actually kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
But and I apologize because of our technical difficulties. I got a 50-50 chance of screwing this up, and I wonder which one it's going to be. So,
no, you're going to get the boo-boos tonight.
Here we go.
That's okay.
I had to run for governor.
Okay, that was the 50-50.
You know, being nice about these people. Look, I'm guilty of being too diplomatic and too nice. These are not good people. They're not good people.
They're evil, and
they're
want
evil,
us dead.
and they're wicked,
and they want us dead.
And they want us dead. Let's get it out on the table here.
They called us assassins.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's get it out on the table. They're wicked. They're evil. They're not good, and they want us dead. Is that clear enough?
It's clear as day.
I say let's meet at Gettysburg. Get this over with.
Hey, listen, this is the times we're in. I mean, this is the reality. These people are ruling and reigning over us.
A bunch of sissified lefties would never come out and meet real men. Never. They're cowards. They're a bunch of cowards. They never would come out and face real men.
Yeah, and real patriots that love this country.
That's right. They'll never do it.
Nope.
There's nothing but stinking cowards. I'm fed up with putting up with their crap. I'm a free man. I live in a free country. And men died for this country. And on my watch, in my generation, we're watching it being taken from us, and we're too lazy to stop it. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. We ought to be ashamed that we're allowing these cowards to take our country. We don't want to be inconvenienced with putting down a communist revolution.
Well, too bad it's here.
Yeah, it's here. And if the people don't do something very, very soon, you're going to end up in a concentration camp. And after that, you're going to end up in a grave.
So I'm really confused by that, Jimmy. What Rick Wiles basically started that video out saying was that they are persecuted, that there's a war coming, and that anybody who doesn't agree with him wants him dead or in a concentration camp. But he's the one who is threatening violence onto everybody else. And he literally, first of all, this is not just saying, we're going to meet them out on the battlefield. He's literally calling them names. basically calling them cowards and everything like that, and basically throwing down the gauntlet saying, you wouldn't meet us out here, but let's get it over with. Let us actually meet on a battlefield so we can put you down because you obviously couldn't fight us. So we want just this war to be over. He's threatening people. Literally threatening people. And the conversation was so weirdly awkward when he was going off. I don't think this was scripted because it got to the point where everybody was like really quiet. And it's like, shut up, Rick. We don't talk about the killing of everybody live on air.
He's a psycho. But that's a
He
problem. You're seeing this talk of civil war. Who the fuck wants civil war? Like, no
Apparently
one.
Rick Wilds does.
But that's the problem with the Bible and these religious nut jobs. They're so primed for violence and an end of days scenario that's filled into their heads day in and day out. Like a lot of them are just dreaming of the end days and Armageddon. And this is the ultimate. This is you know what? I'm just realizing this too. In watching these idiots and how I told you about cult mentality. So this is one thing that they do in cults is that they love to project. They'll be punching you in the face and saying, why are you punching me in the face? You're so violent.
That's
They said
literally
it.
what
Like,
sounded like.
they said it. They said it. First, they started off the conversation saying how violent the left is. But then they contradict them saying, oh, they wouldn't fight a real man. They'd come out and we're going to fucking kill you. We're going to fucking... What the hell? Look how much they did. But do you see that projection, though?
Yeah,
did you see that
totally
projection?
see that.
So this is what a lot of what they do in cults. They project. They project their bullshit onto you. So then you can't deflect. And then they gaslight you. So these are two concepts. And okay, so people hear this a lot, and we're all about talking about stuff and trying to bring awareness. So projecting means when you do something to someone else, an action, and then you accuse that other person of that same action. That's projecting. You're projecting your bullshit onto someone else. And gaslighting means that when someone makes you upset, they do something to hurt your feelings. And then when you get upset, they're like, oh, you're overreacting. You don't have a right to be upset. That's called gaslighting. So they project and then they gaslight you. So you're all discombobulated. They've been feeding on this shit for decades now. Rush Limbaugh, that cocksucker, goddamn asshole. God, he's rotting in the ground because he caused so much damage in the United States. So much.
But it's so much worse now because it seems like for every Rush Limbaugh that we had back 20 years ago, we've now got 3 Rick Wilds going simultaneously. And they all now have websites and personal streaming accounts. And you don't have to be a part of a major radio network to get your vitriol out there. You can just put it online for the mass to consume and to start fearing and start getting angry and start being outraged.
That's right.
And the more outraged people are at this imaginary boogeyman, the more people watch, the more money they make. And that's what it comes down to be honest.
It's all about the money. You gotta have, and we're highlighting some of these issues because these assholes are making a fortune off of fooling people and getting people all outraged over fucking bullshit. Like, exactly. And that's how they do it. That's how the rich keep us poor, keep us all divided and fighting each other over the crumbs. How stupid.
Exactly. Any final thoughts on this story before we move on?
Oh, he's definitely there on the top of the list of the Skids Most Punchable Face Award. Oh, I can't wait to win.
I think he's a top runner right now, but there's a lot of the year left. You know, I'm sure he's going to suffer some stiff competition from others.
Oh, yeah. They're always
Let's keep an eye on this champion right now.
Yeah, he's a cocksucker to look for.
Speaking of people with punchable faces, a Trump-loving pastor urges regretful Christians to repent and pray to unget the COVID-19 vaccine.
God damn it! They're so goddamn stupid! And their stupidity is contagious. Oh, God! These are adults who believe this shit. These are adults! God damn it!
I know. And
Jesus!
I don't get how this can
them.
work. I don't get, one, what the point of this is in the first place. Two, I really just don't see, if you've got the vaccine, are they literally saying that it's the mark of the beast? Because that's the only reason I can see that they're literally sitting here praying to unvaccinate themselves. Because it's not like asking for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because you could say, you know what? Honestly, I made a mistake. I used my reasoning to understand the science behind vaccines and their effect on transmittable diseases, and thought it might be a good idea, not only for my health, but for the health of other people out there.
Nope.
But apparently you should feel so bad for that not only do you have to ask for forgiveness for making that horrible decision, but you actually have to pray to unget the vaccine.
Because it's a sin, Skids. It's a sin.
It is
Blasphemy of the Holy Spirit and getting life-saving medicine. These are things that are not forgivable by God. So they'll try. They'll try.
I want everybody to see this video, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen real quick. So hold on for a second. We're going to see if this
Okay,
works.
what do we got here, Skids? Hit me.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
here's the screen. Let me see if I can play this video. Let's keep our fingers crossed it works.
Oh my God, I hate this guy. I don't even know who he is, but I don't like him.
Can you all see that? There you go. You can see it.
Is that Billy Ray Cyrus? Is that Billy Ray Cyrus?
I think Billy Ray Cyrus looks better.
Maybe he did a whole bunch of meth. Maybe he methed it up. Maybe he did one meth too much, and now he looks like that.
He looks like Billy Ray Cyrus wearing a Hannah Montana wig.
Oh my God. He looks creepy. Do you think his amulet holds magical powers? And this girl behind her looks like she's constipated. Or she has to pee.
Well, if you were standing this close to bargain bin Billy Ray Cyrus, you'd look that way too.
Oh, I wonder if I bet you
Someone who took that vaccine.
I bet you it has no sound. Did you know that?
What's that?
This has no sound.
This has no sound. Oh my!
They can't hear. That's okay. We don't need to hear this guy, this dumb.
He doesn't say anything important.
He doesn't say anything important. He just said, "Oh blah blah blah. Oh, Trump is so great. Blah 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 blah. Jesus. Blah 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 blah."
What he is saying is that those who took the vaccine are feeling concerned about what's going on with the vaccines and their Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. People are surviving and the rates are dropping. Wow, it's amazing how vaccines work. God, them and the Jehovah's Witnesses with the blood transfusions. God, they're just all they're all stupid motherfuckers.
So for everybody who's watching, you don't
another
have
great call, by the way.
If you pray, you're not going to get the vaccine undone. That's not how vaccines work.
Nope, that's not science.
And this is actually a very interesting point because I would like to have him test his theory. Let's get somebody vaccinated, have them go to his church or whatever he calls it, the little Billy Ray Cyrus wannabe concert studio, and see if he can pray that vaccine away.
Oh my God.
Because we can test to see if somebody's been vaccinated and if they're still resistant. So, I mean, right here, let's put your money where your mouth is.
Yep. They should, with their Jesus powers, be able to gather with two or more in a room and pray for the disease to go away. And it should go away. Magic. 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 Funny how that never works. Never had a couple Christians pray for world peace. Huh.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like it doesn't work.
Or they don't want to pray for world peace. Truly.
That's what it is.
I'm
They're all
guessing a
selfish.
little
They're
from
all
column
selfish.
A, a little from column B on this one.
Yeah. God's sleeping on that one. He's finding Jerry's keys. Because Jerry last week found his car keys. And Jerry's a guy that I just made up now. And he imaginarily prayed to God to find his car keys. And voila, God answered his prayers.
While another child died of cancer in the hospital.
Yeah, fuck that kid. Jerry needed his keys. He was going to be late.
He had somewhere to be.
He had somewhere to be. Somewhere.
The child in the hospital certainly didn't have anywhere to be.
No,
so,
they weren't going anywhere. Jerry had somewhere. That was the important. That's the important part.
Hey, guess what our next story is?
Hey, I don't know. What? Tell me.
Ben Shapiro,
Oh,
NPR, following story critical of Daily Wire's business model.
Oh my God. Did I tell you? He's like one of my arch nemesis. He is the prince of dryness. And of course, I am the high prince of moist fuckery. So his dryness is like just
don't you have like a
catchphrase?
Remain damp. That's your catchphrase, right?
I will bring the whole fury of the Church of Heretics upon your person, Skids.
Is that still a thing?
Well, it's stay moist. Stay moist.
Stay moist, children. Stay moist.
Well, remain damp is kind of the same thing.
It sounds icky.
And stay moist isn't?
No, it's refined. Stay moist. Jeez.
But yes, Ben Shapiro is definitely the Prince Charming of dryness.
Yes, he is the driest.
He is. What else can we say that he's dry with?
He was in that Disney story where he would look in the mirror and mirror on the wall, and he went more drier than me. No. I don't know. Anyways, God, please, let's forget it. Let's go. He's a dry fucker.
Okay. Whoop, hold on. That's the wrong one.
Now you're stalling. Now you're doing it on purpose.
Conservative pundit Ben Shapiro tore into the National Public Radio after the outlet published a story accusing him and the Daily Wire of purposely stoking. It's not stroking. It's definitely stoking because apparently he's not good at stroking much. No. His wife made sure to tell us all that. But stoking outrage and political division as a means of building a brand online. This sounds just like the rest of our topics tonight.
Da-da! Always look for the grift. Another thing about cults. They always have a grift. They want your goddamn money. Every fucking last one of them want all your money. Ben Shapiro, fucking asshole, using this outrage, all this fucking trying to cause division for money. What a whore.
Yes.
What a whore. And look at us being poor with our integrity. We are.
Exactly.
You'll never find more integral people than us.
I would rather be poor and with integrity than be rich with none.
You're fucking
I'd rather
stupid.
be rich
You're stupid.
and with integrity.
I want to be rich.
And with integrity. But in a series of
the
tweets
integrity's
Monday,
nice. Yes, integrity's good. Yes, but
Shapiro
definitely the money.
mocked the public broadcast company and cited the article focusing on him and some of his colleagues as an example of mainstream media outlets attacking the suppressing alternative viewpoints. He said, quote, the establishment's media deep desire to keep people from clicking on stories they want to read and to reestablish their traditional information monopoly, which, I mean, it's basically saying, why won't they click on my page? Is how that translates. Now an effort funded by U.S. taxpayer dollars via NPR is truly authoritarian garbage. Again, projection.
Yep.
This is him calling us authoritarians because he can't be a authoritarian himself.
Because someone
he's
dared.
not authoritarian enough, or I don't get it. But this is literally what he's trying to do: is tell us all what to do.
Yeah, he said, yeah, it's always back to the projection, and they have to have the cheap voice, and if anyone dares question them, then they throw their bullshit on them to try to deflect. This is NPR. This is like someone in Canada complaining about the CBC. Like, you're not gonna get like this about the least partisan you could get, as far as I understand. I might be wrong, someone could correct me, but like this isn't like CNN. Oh yeah, by the way, how many times have you seen these right-wing idiots? And they talk about CNN. As soon as I hear the word CNN, I'm like, I know what I'm dealing with now. There's a couple keywords. There's a bunch of keywords. Oh yeah, put that in. Anyone put in the comments too, if you want. Put in keywords you think that you hear all the time by these cult people. Let's help out the folks at home, because when we identify these words, we can break them off their script. And once you break them off their script, they're like broken. And that's how you can plant seeds for better thinking.
Yeah, exactly. I love the way you wrap that up. And with that, I think we should wrap up headlines. Hey, Wes, go ahead and play that commercial from our new sponsor. Well, I think it's a returning sponsor. I don't know why we keep advertising them, but
he pays terribly, but he pays.
Hello, folks. This is Toledo, Cincinnati, formerly of Toledo, Cincinnati's Used Bible Emporium. Ever since our acquisition of slightly used church supplies from churches going bankrupt from either facing abuse charges or just generally leaving the churches in record number, our upgraded business will now be known as Toledo, Cincinnati's Used Bible and Used Bible Accessories Emporium. We have a very large assortment of very reasonable priced Bible covers for every occasion. These covers provide the perfect protection for your cherished Bible. With built-in pockets and flaps, these covers provide everything for the Bible reader on the move. With plenty of space to keep your pictures of Jesus and Kevin Spacey. A handy Bible cozy for the dedicated Bible reader. We have gently touched bookmarks that will make it very hard to lose your place again reading the Lord's Word. We have Bible study books that will help a prepared mind open up for the Lord's will. Asserting dominance the Jesus way. The hands-on approach to beating touching yourself. A parent's guide to stopping their children's filthy genital sin circus. 42 kids wasn't enough. Elijah's tales. I can feel them in me. How to let Jesus touch you. And of course, genocide and the eternal punishment of non-believers. What God's love can teach us about acceptance. Here, we have some wonderful pens, a large assortment of pens, so that you may treat. What the hell? What the hell? Sal, my God! Have you been sticking these up your rear end, Sal? Sal, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna get you! Wow.
I think his production values have gone up a little bit. So
you can tell he must be making a killing. He's got a great business model.
Well, used Bibles right now, like he said,
hotcakes. Everyone's getting one. They got to get their used Bibles. So yeah, I'm glad to see that he's expanded. Who knows what he's got in the future? Who knows?
Earlier in the show, somebody had asked you if you'd mind telling us a little bit more about which cult you were belonging to.
Sure. I try to I bring it up because it is part of my past, and it's been about I think it was the 20th anniversary this last January, February-ish since I left. So I was there for about 7 years. It was nothing. It was no official cult. All it was two families living as one, and the two moms ran it, and they had a ministry where they were helping abused women. Now, the kicker was that we were helping women specifically that had multiple personalities. And the one mom had multiple personalities, according to the story. And the other mom was a counselor. And it didn't start off as a cult. It started off as two families living as one, trying to help people out. We were involved in the church. It was good. I was a kid who didn't have a great home life, and so they got me at my weak moments. But as time went on, the controls got more and more and more, to the point that everything I did was controlled, and I was running on hardly any sleep. We bought a property out in the country, and then we all moved up there, and things really went haywire. And it was at a point that we were probably working till about 10, 11 o'clock at night, sometimes 12. If we had a prayer meeting, someone was always in the doghouse. It could go later. And then you're back up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And you repeat that process every single goddamn day. They would keep us tired and worn out, and even deprive us of protein. It was brutal. And I actually reconnected with a friend of mine. Her kids are actually still in there, and it's her story's horrendous. Like, as hard as I went through hers, it's heartbreaking. The controls that they put on all of us, and the bullshit. I even went through an exorcism through this. Like, they did an exorcism on me. So, and then I think I talked to Andy. I've talked about this before. And I talked about this on James Gibson, James's Tired podcast. And I talked about how I've had experiences as a Christian, because I was a Christian for almost 20 years, I like to say, because there was times where I really didn't follow it, but I still believed. But when I believed and I was following it, I was hardcore. So I had times where I had experiences that I couldn't explain, and I thought God was moving in my life. So I do have empathy with Christians and people that they say they have these experiences. They're real to them. Get it. But we could fool ourselves. I remember this church in Toronto, and I think it's still going. And we had went there many times to feel superior. And it was called the Toronto Airport Blessing, or the Toronto Airport Fellowship Church, Vineyard Church, I think. Anyways, you can see it online. You can watch these idiots, and the pastors lay their hands on them, and people fall on the ground, and they're crying, and some people look like they're having orgasms, and some are just losing their minds. And these people think that they're slain in the spirit. When you're convinced of something, reality can be bent. You could believe in stuff that's not real. That's why it's so important to really learn about critical thinking and about being skeptic, and why it's so important to call out these religions for these harmful ideas that they promote, because we need to speak back. I know it's not polite to talk about politics and religion, but we all need to start talking about politics and goddamn religion, because bad things are happening. And your loved one can be fucking swept up into these conspiracies and these religions just as easily as I did. It's crazy. It's like these religions, they prime people. They prime people to believe in things without evidence. And once you got people convinced of that idea, you can be bent. And everything is there in the Bible and these Abrahamic religions there to set everyone off. So when I was in the cult, I feared for my eternal salvation. I believe God had touched me and called me to a higher purpose. So once they convince you of that, and that's why all these right-wingers are so hard to reach. They have been convinced of something that is not true. And so their whole worldview revolves around that. My whole worldview revolved around God had set me apart. And I had a role to play. And if I didn't keep up with it, I was going to go to hell. So that is why I'm so personally passionate about trying to dispel this myth of hell and trying to help other people get over that fear, because it's very real and billions of people around the world suffer from it. They suffer from it. And if we can attack that idea, and we can neuter it, we can do so much. We can plant so many seeds and hopefully bring more people to the side of reason. Yeah. So that's it in a nutshell.
That's a great story. I'm glad you told that, because I think there's a lot of educational value, and it's nice to kind of tell the audience who we are and everything like that. It'd be nice if we could ask more questions to the audience. Do you want to do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see if the audience has any more questions. Wes prepared a bumper for us. Let's see if this works.
Real talk with Skids in the Real Internet edition. Dun-dun. Hardcore talk. Feedback.
Keeping it real with the red.
Real talk. Yeah, how about that? Real talk with Skids in the Red.
Thank you for adding voice to that.
Isn't that gold? Isn't that gold? Did it do well? That you did job, something well.
We're gonna say that makes up for your earlier transgressions.
No, he did great. Yeah. If anyone's God.
If anybody in the chat has any questions for us, I mean, that was a great question, and I think Jimmy did a great job answering it. While we're waiting for some other questions, I do have a question for you myself.
Sure.
Jimmy. What's it feel like to choose the wrong 80s toy line as your passion when you could have clearly chosen the superior G.I. Joe? And the fact that you're wasting your man childhood on buying Transformers?
It's a joy. And once the first time you transform a robot into a car, oh, it's great. But G.I. Joe has really sweet accessories. And it was a hard one because I just can't afford both. But Transformers always held something special in my heart. So Bite Your Tongue in the Transformers 1986 cartoon movie is far superior than the G.I. Joe cartoon movie. Like, they only got Don Johnson. That was their big name. Transformers had Orson Welles, Leonard Nimoy, Judd Hirsch.
That's true.
Like, a fantastic story. A planet that ate fucking other planets. It's fucking incredible. Shut up. Transformers is cool, man. It's cool. You tell him, Optimus.
Apparently, I hit a nerve.
You shut your goddamn mouth, Skids. You don't mock the Transformers.
I see that Asexual Atheist asked, will you cover the Frito-Lay strike? I'm just kind of looking into this right now.
We should. Because you know what? Have you heard about those guys? Holy shit. 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week for 5 goddamn months. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is the bullshit. The bullshit that they put on us as workers, the working class. And we need to all stop. We need to stop this division. This is why it's so important for us to call out all these fucking lies. You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's a problem. Oh, go ahead. Finish your.
Sorry. I don't mean this to railroad you here, but my friend and I, we were reminiscing actually yesterday. And she had talked about like the whole Trump thing was very triggering for her, because just that idea of someone just blatantly lying, like just bullshit, just like Everyone with the fucking half a brain knows this guy is just bullshit, and people just nod along. Oh yes, Mr. President. Like that is scary shit. And I think that's part of why a lot of us are fucking mad. And like, he wasn't even my president. I'm Canadian. And he scared the shit out of me. Yeah. You guys scared the shit out of me. I was on pins and needles during that election.
It was worse because whenever something was said that was just blatantly dumb or evil or whatever, they would just jump through hoops to make it okay.
Yeah.
But going back to the Frito-Lay's thing, it's one of these things that, especially in the United States, there's certain areas where if you're born into a small town or a impoverished part of a larger city, there's not a lot of choices for you.
Yeah.
You don't just get to go and apply towards a better job and just all of a sudden you're out of poverty. That's not the way this works. And I get sick of a lot of conservatives who talk about the idea is that, they just need to work harder. If they worked harder, they would experience the American dream or they wouldn't be in poverty anymore. And I know so many hardworking people who have great moral compass, who have a great work ethic, who are willing to work themselves to the bone because that's their idea. They've been told over and over again, if you just work hard, you will succeed. But companies continue to do this. They take advantage of their work staff, and they show they just don't show any sorrow for it. They don't show any remorse. Empathy is a great word as well.
The greatest.
They don't show any remorse.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing, though. This is why it's so important to learn history. Because history will tell you that these cocksuckers don't give a fuck about us. Never have, never will. They'll make a dime off you every fucking chance, and they'll make a fucking buck off you over your dead body. They don't care. We have to fucking push back. You have to fight for these rights. This is why this gets me frustrated about conservatives. Okay? They don't understand these simple concepts. For us, like I have a friend who's conservative, and he says, well, I just don't care about other people. I'm like, fine. Don't care about other people. But understand that the better your society is, the better that everyone else does, the better you're going to do. Yeah. Right? Like all this shit talk about gun rights and all this fucking stuff. God, your fucking country's nuts for guns. And it's scary as shit. The idea that people walk around with guns, even after all these mass shootings, and this fucking thing's still like not resolved. Everyone's not on the same page. It's ridiculous. This is what a cult does.
Yeah. In their point of view, when there's a mass shooting, that's an excuse to go buy more guns.
Yeah. God. And like, it's not that you can't see any other fucking country or in the world and see how they function. Like, this is like, but you guys got yourself in a perpetual hole now. And it's like, God, shit's got to change. We got to learn from history. We want to progress forward. We don't want to go back.
But that's the thing. When you look at religions like Christianity, especially, it's one of those things that they've got everybody so convinced of this idea that this life is just this, kind of training exercise, kind of this test run. And if you're good and you obey and you do your work, you're going to, like, forever after, you're going to be just so happy and none of this is going to matter. And that's the insidious part of this whole thing, is that and I'm not just saying, everybody who worked at, like Frito-Lay is like ultra religious, but it's easier to control people into working like slaves when you say it's okay to have not everything in this life because you'll get it in the next life and it'll even be better. and this is just kind of, proven to God that you're kind of okay with being submissive.
Well, it tells them to be slaves.
Exactly.
It tells them to be slaves. Right in the book.
This is literally no different than what the Bible discusses when it comes to slavery.
You know what?
So many Christians are so easily jumping on if you work here in the United States, you're basically selling yourself into servitude too. That is literally how they compare it.
No, I had a debate with a Muslim person, and they called me a slave, and it was right during Ramadan. I was like, you're literally starving yourself because someone told you to. Anyways, we're at the top of the hour, Skids. You haven't been paying attention. Paying attention.
No, everything on my screen is messed up because of these
you done fucked up, son. You done fucked up. We're at the top of the hour. The good people have places to go. Let's wrap this fucking thing up, please.
All right. Hey, Wes, give us one of those funky little bumpers you got going. Anyway, just pick one. Go ahead.
I'll put them on. Bruce, I thought you were on your way to Albany. What for?
For having counterfeit money.
Counterfeit money?
Hold on a minute, Duffy.
Well, where did you get it? I gave it to you. Oh, all right, I'll try and do something about it.
Wes, you're starting to sound like one of these right-wing conspiracy people. We want people to trust actual reporters, not the Rush Limbaughs.
Yes.
You're really quiet, Jimmy. But anyway, while you fix whatever technical issue you're going through, I'd like to say that this has been Faith Not Included. I know I'm going to regret this, but
can you hear me?
You said you practiced.
Yes, I
can hear you.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to behave
Can you
myself.
close out the show?
Yes, I'm going to tell the folks about
what we discussed,
and what that was that I don't trust squirrels. Those little fucking assholes running around, looking. They're always looking at me like, "What the fuck do you want, squirrels? Fucking quit eyeballing me." I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They're not to be trusted.
I actually agree with you on this one.
Yeah.
But that's not what we discussed before the show.
Oh yeah, I know what we discussed. We discussed about I was walking past the school and I was minding my own business. And I fell and I skinned my knee and the kids laughed at me. The kids laughed at me and wanted to call me stupid. They didn't see that I scraped my thigh, I cut my cheek, and I ran home. And my wife gave me chicken soup, and she told me they were stupid back. And I said, yeah, you're right. I'm not stupid, they are. Is that what? I lay myself bare. You want me to hoard myself? I hoard myself enough to use kids. Lay myself bare.
I hope the chicken noodle soup made you feel better.
It did.
But I did
mean my boo-boo. She kissed my boo-boo too. I felt better.
I know what it
is. I know what it is. I knew it. I'm going to do it.
He was going to get it.
Right. So I've been begging you fuckers to share and like our videos. I've been begging you. Jimmy, don't beg. Oh,
God. Hey, Mama. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do right now. That's right. Oh, you're looking so fine, young kitty. You're going to like and share our videos. Going to make Jimmy so happy. You're going to do that, and you're going to invite your little chickadee friends. Oh, you're going to invite your little boyfriends, too. We don't discriminate. Come on, have some fun. The more, the merrier. The water's moist. Share it.
I don't know if I could top that. So,
You
as
watch you
Jimmy
now,
said,
didn't I?
I saw the look in his eye. I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it. Yeah,
that was
first,
pretty
folks.
damn good. I will give you this one this week. But like he said, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this to all your friends. And as always, you can come back to all the other videos on the Atheist Network group, including Faith Not Included, which is shown every Thursday night, 8 o'clock, no matter how much difficulty it takes to make this show happen. This show's not very good to start with. So, you know,
Shut up. Our show rocks.
When technical things happen, you're
That's
not
your
going to
fault.
notice.
That's your fault. That's
It
your
is
fault.
my fault. But with that said, as always, from Skids the Clown, the Reverend Brother Heathen, and producer Wes, we'll see you next week.
This violence. What is wrong with Wes? He's sick.
I don't know.
He's sick. He's a sick, sick man. Where did you say you met him again?
Online. That's where you meet the best people.
Oh, God. This is the weirdest fucking video. Are we done? God, thank God.
Can we do that again?
Here, we have some wonderful pens, a large assortment of pens, so that you may what the hell? What the hell? Sal, my God! Have you been sticking these up your rear end, Sal? Sal, you son of a... I'm gonna get you!
I think that's good. Is that all right? It's all right? Or do we need to redo it? Is it okay?
That sounded great.
Yeah.
I actually laughed.
Yeah. Okay.